Good afternoon, everybody. Few spots of rain. It's now Wednesday afternoon. There's been a lot of work going on the course, so few spots of rain actually is not a bad thing, and I'll tell you why. We had a brilliant explanation from Ollie last week about everything that he's doing on the course, and as you know, there's a lot of work been going on the course, and I came up here on Monday just to see the guys working, and huge amounts of works on the green, 24 tons of sand, I understand. And of course, as you will have seen from the communication that Steve put out just recently, the electricity system was struck by lightning on Thursday, which knocked out the sprinkler system and many other systems within the club, and that's totally outside our control. But having spoken to Ollie, he's got round that. He's got all the work done on the greens. We had a nice bit of sprinkly rain yesterday, which was great. So actually the course is looking in great shape, and people are back playing today, having had 2 days off. But it really just struck me that the importance of communication, and I know that these weekly communications, which I enjoy doing, I've had a lot of very good feedback from, but Ollie's communication, absolutely spot on. I understood everything that he was doing on the course, and then Steve's communication that went out to explain the fact that the clubhouse had been struck by lightning. It's really important, and my view is you can't have too much communication. And another bit of communication that went out recently was about bar cards, and I think it's absolutely right that everybody should be asked to produce and have their bar card, so that when someone behind the bar is asking them to pay for their drinks, that they get charged to the right account. I know lots of people take the mickey out of me wanting to put everything on the captain's card. Well, no longer, guys, you've got to bring your own card. And I was asked for my own card on Sunday, and that's absolutely fine. So it just helps us to keep control there. So if you don't have a bar card, or you've lost it, or it doesn't work, just speak to the office. Steve did explain that in his communication. Right now, last week I went to the Legacy Youth Zone with James Miller, and we did a bit of fun putting for the youngsters there. Most of them around 9 or 10 years old, quite small people, but they loved it. And thank you very much to James for coming along to do that. We are following it up. They've just got to get some permission from their parents, but we're hoping to get a handful of them here. It'll probably be early September now, because they've got to go through all the process of getting checks done. But the one thing I would like, if anybody has got any kids sets of golf clubs up in their loft, we'd love to be able to let the boys and girls who are going to come here in a month's time have a try with a proper set of golf clubs, but they have to be cut down sets, children's sets. So if you've got them, please let me know, and I'll make arrangements for them to be delivered to Legacy. Similarly, if you've got putters, they would love to have putters there, because they've got a practice green that they can use, so they can roll it out at any time. And if they've got putters there, I can supply them plenty of the balls that come into the back of my garden, so they can all have a go at it, because they absolutely loved it. We were there for 2.5 hours, so big thanks to James for coming along for that. And tying in with that, of course, is the Captain's Charity Day on the 17th of August, which is the Texas Scramble. We're now up to 17 teams, so we're almost full. Still room for 3 or 4 more teams if you want to get 4 of your friends together. And the food is going to be a summer buffet, so there's going to be smoked salmon, roast beef. It should be really nice. We hope that the weather's good. If you're not playing in the Texas Scramble, but you want to come for lunch, that's absolutely fine, and I've asked Caroline to put it on the system as an event, so you can buy a ticket. It's £24 for lunch, which may sound excessive, but I think we can guarantee the food will be good, because we've had some great feedback recently. So lunch tickets are available even if you're not playing. And we're getting towards the end of the captain's years. That's Sue and myself, and we had a social meeting this week, and we've got plenty of social events going forward. So we've got the ABBA tribute night on the 21st of September, so an opportunity for you to dress up and look very, very silly. We've got the murder mystery evening being run by Chester Stern, and that happens just a week before we both hand over to our respective new captains. So that's the murder mystery on the 5th of October. And then once I've stood down, I'm still involved in some of the social events. We've got Chrome's Got Talent again, and we've already recruited the usual suspects, plus maybe 1 or 2 surprises, and that takes place at the end of November. And then talking about Christmas, which we shouldn't really be doing in August, but we've got the Christmas carols evening, which I'll be running and playing the piano at, and that's, surprise, surprise, in December. My captain's away day is the 3rd of September. Not that many names on the board. I've had a few people say, oh yeah, I'll be there, I'll be there. Well, I need to know. So if you are planning to come to Hever on the 3rd of September for my captain's away day, the cost is 75 quid. As things stand at the moment, I don't think I'm going to bother getting a coach because the numbers are relatively low, and certainly the people who want to come on a coach are relatively low. And I don't want it to just turn into a booze up. It should be a really nice day at Hever, and I'm happy to subsidise. If people want to get a cab, I'm happy to chip in for that. Or get yourself a designated driver. I will personally be driving my car, and I can take at least 2 other people in my car. So have a chat with your mates and have one of you volunteer as a driver. But if we do want a coach, then fine, I will fund it. Last week I talked about the Ladies Club Championship, which was happening the day I filmed this last week. So that's now all taken place last week. And just to give a big shout out, the 18-hole net competition was won by Lena Hussein. So Lena, hope you're giving Bobby some lessons for when Bobby gets back on the course after his operation. And the 18-hole gross was won by Cecile Scheck. But the 36-hole, which is the Ladies Club Championship, was won by Ali Gibb. And Ali, as those of you who've been members for more than 6 years will remember, when she did 3 holes in one day, playing in the Ladies Club Championship 6 years ago. So she really hit the headlines. And another lady member at Crowhurst who has hit the headlines just this week, and the new star of Crowhurst Golf Club is Kice. So Kice Screen, and you should have seen the smile on Caroline's face when I saw her on Monday. But Kice was the winner of the Irish Women's Amateur Open Championship. That's pretty damn major. So Kice, if you get a chance to watch this, absolutely brilliant, well played. I remember playing against you when you were at least half the height you are now, and I've certainly played against your mum and dad because I know they whipped me when I played against them in a competition a few years back. But let's all really put our hands together for a fantastic achievement by Kice in what's an absolutely major amateur championship in Ireland. So well done. Let's get on to far more boring things. Litter bins. A lot of people have said to me, why don't we have more litter bins? Well, we have now got more litter bins. We've got 2 more litter bins, one on the 13th tee and one by the fountain at the crossroads. So no excuse for not finding somewhere to put your litter, and hopefully people who are coming from other societies or other clubs as visitors will also not just leave litter lying around. So and big thanks to Simon Lee, who has donated his 2000 club winnings to help fund these litter bins. So Simon, many thanks for doing that, and he's also buying another ticket on the basis that after donating the one which will help to buy the litter bins, he won another prize. So Simon, thank you so much. And the next draw of the 2000 Club will be on the same day as the Captain's Charity Day, so Saturday, August the 17th. So big day for Sue and for me for raising money for the Legacy Youth Zone, but also with the 2000 Club draw. And we are also have a company giving us a golf holiday. So lots happening on the 17th of August, so please make sure you're here and let's pray for some nice weather. Just to finish off, my golf, I played in the club match against Reigate Heath last Friday. Beautiful course, fabulous weather, and we got beaten 6-0. Which means I obviously lost my match as well, but it was a fabulous day, and thanks very much to Mick McDonough for organising that. 12-a-side, it was a great day. But then on Sunday I played Captain and Pro with Adam, and we dovetailed beautifully, and we beat my old mate Whiskey and James Miller. So we were quite worried about them, given that they're both pretty serious golfers. I won't tell you the score, suffice to say they will not be playing in the Captain and Pro playoff in mid-October. So that's it from me. Quite a lot of golf coming up in my last 8 weeks as captain, but until we speak again, have a great week.